What is up, you guys? I am here with a kind of a new alternative version of my vlogs for Animinneapolis Day, Saturday and Sunday. The vlogs weren't super coherent and there was a lot of just pieces of footage that I would like to use because they were fun things that we did during the day, but they didn't really make sense by themselves because I was very busy at this convention. We were doing so much, especially on Saturday, because we did the Masquerade. And so I didn't end up talking a whole lot in between just shots that I would take. So I'm going to be kind of explaining things as we go through the vlogs. And I hope you like it. So let's get started. Hey guys, it's day 2, Saturday of Animinneapolis. And we're about to get into, well, I'm going to be doing some Yuri on Ice.
And then I agreed to a 10 a.m. panel. So I'm going to be cosplaying from Haikyuu. And then I'll eventually change into Yuri on Ice because we have a masquerade this evening. Woo! So this is our before looks.
Yes. And we'll show you our after. So on Saturday, the first thing we did was I was JJ from Yuri on Ice and Mina was cosplaying from Haikyuu, and that was because their group was doing a Haikyuu panel at 10 in the morning. Like basically as soon as the con opened, we were doing our panel, or their panel. I was sitting in the audience watching. There's a few little snips of that. And yeah, that was good. It was very entertaining. They put it together very well, so that was good.
Okay, just math base. Yeah, but down. All right, ready, bros? 3, 2, 1, go. Bite jokes. It's the final countdown.
So after that, we went to the dealer's room. We looked around. I got some pens. So this is pretty much all I bought. I didn't really buy a whole lot, but the pens I got were this Ring of Keys from Fun Home, a musical / book, and this watercolor R2-D2. Both of them were really cool because I love Star Wars and I love Fun Home and I'm Broadway and Star Wars trash, so. So after we went to change into Yuri on Ice in one of our friends' hotel rooms, and then we had our whole entire group together, and we had pretty much an entire group. It was so great. We looked so fire, so good, so good.
Hey guys, so it's Mina and it is Saturday. We just changed out of Haikyuu and into Yuri on Ice for the Masquerade. Hey Victor.
Hello.
How's it going?
Struggling.
We're really excited. So here's the gang. Hey guys. There's the king.
So I have to get my.
And there's Chris and Oda Babe. And this is our hotel view. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, we're totally staying in this hotel.
So we are doing a masquerade performance to Big Spender from Sweet Charity, and we will post that as well. But just wanted to give you an update. The con is going great. We're having a lot of fun, and we hope to catch you. So bye.
So we didn't take a whole lot of photo shoot photos because we were very busy, but we did take a whole lot of selfies. So I'm gonna put those here. Also, a note about this convention is that they have free food at this thing called Con Suites, where it's ramen, rice, salad, and soda, and you get to eat all of it, and it's like included with your badge, which is really nice because I always tend to forget to eat, and like if I do eat, it's like a bunch of snacks because it's whatever I can just throw in my backpack and will stay good the entire day. Sometimes if I'm feeling crazy, I'll make a sandwich for lunch or something, but normally convention food is extremely expensive, like overpriced, and going out to a restaurant or something is either like inconvenient because it's far, or it's just like you're in cosplay and you don't want to go out. Then we spent a good bit of the day practicing for the masquerade that we were doing at night. Once we had our whole group assembled, we were practicing in like this little area by a parking garage, and there were elevators that go down from the hotel to that parking garage, and so it was a very empty space, but occasionally the elevators would open and people would come out and be so confused because there's a good 30 seconds where we're just striking a pose and lip singing, and it always tended to be that part when people would walk out of the elevator and they just thought they were interrupting something, but we were just practicing. So I actually learned the whole entire dance in a day. We kind of started on Friday, but the whole entire thing was really put together on Saturday. The rest of the group had been learning before, but since I live in Florida and this was in Minnesota, I was not there for most of the any of the practices because very big distance. But I think we did a very good job for really choreographing the whole thing in a day, and you'll see that soon. Later we went on to the game room. Some of our friends wanted to play Dance Dance Revolution. Me and I mostly just walked around. It was pretty cool. It was nice and big. I don't normally go to the game room, so I can't compare it to anything, but as far as I could tell, it looked fun. So then, after all that, it was time for Masquerade Practice. And yes, their Masquerade has a practice. In Florida, they would just throw us in and hope for the best. But this was like to make sure that your audio worked, or just so, like you could get a feel of the stage, which was really great. Really helped like solidify that we had the stance down and could do it. And yeah, so but the Masquerade practice ran pretty late, and so pretty much as soon as that ended, we jumped right into the actual masquerade, and our group was towards the end. We were like one of the last like 5 people to go. So we had a pretty good bit of waiting to do, but the masquerade actually includes the performances and the cosplay competition there. Probably because it was a bit of a smaller con, it was just easier to put it all together, which makes sense. And so we were mixed in with that. And before as everyone was coming in to sit for the masquerade, there were screens playing anime trailers, and Yuri and I came on and the audience exploded. So just that alone was kind of like, we're gonna have at least the audience's support for this. And it was cool. The announcers were cosplaying Jarvis and Tony Stark from Avengers, which was super awesome. They were doing like pastel versions. Not sure what that's from or if they just came up with it themselves, but it was like super adorable and I loved it. And yeah, so I don't have actual footage of us doing our dance on stage. I have practice from tomorrow, Sunday, that you can see. But yeah, we got up on stage, we did our thing, the crowd died. They like literally were living for this. It starts with us all with our back to the stage, or our back to the audience, and at that part I was kind of paying attention, like I could tell like what the audience was reacting to, but once we turned around to start lip syncing our stuff, my brain stopped and like only zeroed in on the music to make sure I didn't miss any cues. But as far as I could tell, the crowd was going crazy. According to our friends, they were loving it, like they were in hysterics. It was great. We did so good, we nailed it. It came out perfect. once we sat through like the ending and they started announcing the winners, we kind of knew we won because they went, okay, for best performance, the reward was that you got a ticket for you and your friend for next year's Animinneapolis. They're like, we don't have enough tickets for you guys and a friend, but we assume you're all friends. So like we were the only really huge group. So we won. We won best performance. And that's crazy. That's my first ever like convention win. I've done a handful of contests. This is my first Masquerade actually, and we won. We got a certificate. So we decided that Mina deserved the actual certificate because they were the ones to put together the whole entire dance, choreographed it, and kind of like set it all up, like giving us parts in the dance and figuring out who would do what. And so we are very grateful for that. But I did get a copy of it and I got it laminated because it was just a normal piece of paper. But yeah, we won. So we got a couple other prizes. One, we got to pick something off of a table of random prizes. So I picked out this Pokemon comic book. It's super cute. I've only read like 2 pages of it, but it's cute. We got these Funimation lanyards, which somebody asked us if like where we had gotten these. We were like, oh well, we won the contest, so we got these. Also on the back of my badge, I got it autographed by the voice actor of Nagisa from Free. And this is my Animinneapolis lanyards. And yeah. So yeah, the main prize for that was that we got to win weekend passes for next year's Animinneapolis. So you know, I have to come back now. Oh, also I got this t-shirt. It says Animinneapolis Anime Convention. It was actually a like a neon yellow color, but I tie-dyed it with black and it kind of turned it like this nice green color. So I really love it. It looks really nice. This was my very first Minnesota convention. It's like one of my first out of Florida conventions. I've been to one other one a long time ago, but it was so long ago that I didn't really appreciate it. But I had so much fun. Yesterday I said a 9 out of 10, but already it's a 10 out of 10. I just love this convention. It was so great, especially great because of all the people and all the friends that I made. And yeah, it was so good. But yeah, that wraps up Saturday. After that we kind of just chilled, like living in the hype of winning the contest. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and keep an eye out for Sunday. Yeah, so have a magical day everybody. Bye!